Hello, everybody. Just give me 1 second. I'm just kind of making my camera a little straight here. How is everyone? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? I have it, well, I should be having it playing on my iPad, but I'm not seeing anything. So I'm hoping that you guys can hear me and see me. Somebody give me a thumbs up to let me know that everything is good. Anybody? All right, here we go. All right, so there's a huge lag. I'm seeing it on my iPad now. Very, very delayed. So, all right, so I have not done a live in a really long time. As you guys know, I've been extremely busy, but I miss doing lives with you guys. And so I figured I'd pop on. We could have a little chat while I do a little crafting, kind of crafting and chatting at the same time. Hello. So how has everybody been? It's been a while. I've been live in my Facebook group a few times, but have not been live on YouTube in quite a while. So how is everyone doing? Hello. Seeing lots of people in here. I wasn't expecting that. This was kind of not really planned too far ahead of time. I've been extremely busy the last couple of days, so I've been a little out of it and decided that I would hop on for a live. Yeah, it's been hot here too. It's been really hot. And as you can see, I have a hoodie on because, well, I don't have central air where I live, and I've been blasting the air conditioning in here with the door closed to get it really, really cold because I knew I can't run it while I'm on a live because it's too noisy. And now it is 55 degrees in this room. So it is nice and cool. So for now I have the hoodie on. Keep me warm, but who knows, as it warms out, the air conditioner's off, the lights are on. So who knows, it's gonna probably warm up pretty fast. All right, so I was playing around with the kit. And if you guys haven't seen the kit, it's the Create and Inspire kit. But I found something really interesting, and you guys may even have some of this stuff in your stash or something similar that you can play with. So let me show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use, these are the 2 stamp sets that come in the kit in case you guys haven't seen it yet. So you get a 4x6 stamp set with all the floral images, and then you get a 3x4 stamp set with your sentiments. And I'm also going to be using one of the 2 stencils that come in the set. This is like leaves and different kind of foliage type deal. So we're going to use those things today. But on top of that, we get the inside the kit, which not all paper is gonna react like this, but test it out. You never know. So we get this pearlescent cardstock by Tonic. And I don't know whether you guys can even see the shimmer on camera, probably not. But it's really shimmery, it's pearly. It's not like a metallic or anything, it's more pearly. And we also get this shimmer powder, which I'm not gonna try to say that name. You guys can, you guys can figure that out. But we're gonna be using this on this paper. And I didn't think it was gonna work because usually you have to use watercolor paper or Bristol Smooth, but it works. It doesn't work in the traditional way. So we're gonna kind of play around here. All right, so let me just make sure I didn't miss any comments here. Yeah, I use the informed delivery too. My cat is scratching in the corner every single time I get on a live or I get on a voiceover. My cat scratches on something. Usually it's her little scratch board, but this time she decides to scratch, you know, on furniture and all of that. So I'm going to use this leaf stamp here, and I'm going to heat emboss it with Gold Pearl embossing powder by Wow. This is like my favorite embossing powder ever. It's, yeah, Macy, Mom. Of course it's Macy. It's gold, but it's not a metallic gold. It's a pearl gold. I love this embossing powder. So I have the pearl cardstock, and this is cut a little smaller than an A2 card. I'm just going to treat that with my anti-static tool. And I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper because I know I'm going to stamp off the paper a lot. Just making sure that I'm not missing any comments. I'm trying to keep up with them on my iPad, but they're going pretty quick. So if I miss one, I'm not ignoring you. I am looking at them. So I'm just going to create a background with this. And the good thing about it, and it's probably hard to see, is using Versamark, especially when you have a dirty Versamark ink pad like this, you can actually see where you stamp. So I'm just going to create a background. And you can certainly mask these and create an even fuller background, but not me. Not doing any masking today. Yep, all the kits so far, all the kits that have been ordered have been sent. Now, also, I do want to mention to you guys that if you aren't looking to purchase the entire kit, or maybe you just want the stamps or just want the stencils, as of a little while after this live, you will be able to purchase the individual stamps and individual stencils. Well, the stencils will come in a 2-pack, and you can purchase the individual stamps or the 2 stamps together, and you'll get a discount if you purchase both of them. So that'll be on the website right after this live. All right, so I got all of that stamped out. Now I'm going to sprinkle on my embossing powder. I am obviously going to have to use my heat tool, so it's going to get noisy in here for just a minute. It's so pretty on that cardstock. Hello, everyone. Everyone coming in. I saw Jennifer in here. I thought she was going to be on a plane. I hope you're not. Well, I guess you could watch from the plane. Why not, right? All right. Got some stray embossing powder over here. All right, bear with me with the noise. You might want to turn down your volume just a minute while my heat gun is going. I hope this captures it on the camera how pearly this embossing powder is. This embossing powder does not come in the kit. It's just part of my stash. You could, I suppose you could use regular gold or white or really whatever you want here. Almost done, guys. Sorry for the noise. I avoided any die cutting so that you guys didn't hear my Gemini, but there's no way to avoid the noise of the heat gun. Okay, I think I got it all. Oh, I missed this corner right here. All right, so can you guys see that shine? It's not loud? Oh, good. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. It's by Wow. And I've had it, well, this is like my second jar because I fell in love with it the first time. The paper is it is pearlescent cardstock by Tonic. It comes in the Create and Inspire kit. You can obviously purchase it separately, but it does come in the kit. Oh, the tone, I know, you could just leave it like this, but I'm going to use some of this shimmer powder. And what I'm going to do is, let me grab an acrylic block. I thought I was prepared, but obviously not as prepared as I should have been. But I'm going to just use this acrylic block as my little palette here. And I'm going to just sprinkle out some of that powder. And then take some water. And I'm going to activate this just by adding a little bit of water to it so it becomes kind of like a pearl paint, like a, yeah, I guess you could say a pearl paint. And it's more of a watercolor, but it really does work well on this paper. I mean, obviously you can't add too much water to it or else you're going to get some warping and kind of some discoloration. But if you just add a little bit of that moisture to it, just to kind of activate it, then I can paint in these leaves. And the good thing about it not being watercolor paper is that it dries almost immediately. Just to kind of set it apart from the rest of the background. And I do have some wet spots that still need to dry, but in person, it is so shimmery. So you have the shimmer from the cardstock, you have the shimmer from the embossing powder, and then you have the shimmer from the shimmer powder. So if you like shimmer, you gotta try this. Obviously, it's a little time consuming if you did a whole background like I did, which I probably shouldn't have done on a live, not realizing how long this would actually take. I mean, I'm not doing any kind of major painting like shading or anything, but still it's going to be a little time consuming, so I guess we could just chat. Let's see. Hello, Heidi. And I know my mom will be trying this tomorrow. It's so pretty. And you know, it's so elegant. I mean, you could choose different colors for this too and kind of make it really bright and cheery, but this is like so elegant. It would be a really pretty wedding card or like an anniversary card or something like that. But now the little lines within the leaves still show through because they're embossed. So they're kind of acting as a resist. So you still see the details within the leaves. And obviously you don't even have to emboss it first, but it adds a little extra shine. And also it helps you stay in the lines a little bit easier because you have those raised edges and you don't have to concentrate as hard. And I like to be able to make a quick card and not have to really concentrate so much. So what has everybody else been up to while I'm finishing this painting up? Anybody been doing any fun projects or any news? Like I said, it is delayed a lot, so by the time I actually say something, you guys don't hear it for like 30 seconds. So the comments are a little delayed, so if I respond to your comment and I'm not responding right away, that's because I haven't seen it yet. Oh yeah, Christmas in July. I've done a couple of them, but I haven't been crafting as much as I would like, but I am getting back in to that routine. My craft room was kind of taken up for a little bit of time, so I didn't really have much space, but I'm getting slowly back into it. Oh, the inspiration hop was so much fun. It was so much fun to hear, even though of course we like to hear what people are doing and how they're doing it and how they're making certain things. It's always nice to kind of get to know the creators that we watch all the time. I mean, I'm lucky enough to, everybody in that hop, I'm lucky enough to kind of know a little bit on a personal level already, but the viewers don't. So I thought that that would be fun. Kind of tell our story, what got us inspired, what keeps us inspired. All right, finishing up the last leaves here. I'm going to give this just a couple of seconds to dry. Even though it does dry pretty quickly, I want to give it a couple of seconds. I'm dropping stuff. You hear that in the background. It's just me dropping stuff. Oh, trying to close down a business. Oh my gosh. All right, Jennifer, you have a good flight. Yeah, I'm the only person that I think actually opens a business during a pandemic. Probably not the smartest idea, but you know, what are you gonna do? All right, so I don't know whether you guys can see all that shimmer on camera, but it's a whole lot of shimmer. So for my, let's see, wondering if I could use Nina Desert Storm. I think that keeps it nice and subtle. So I'm gonna pop this up with some fun foam. And I gotta use green fun foam. It's all I got left. I don't have any of the more neutral colors left. And I've been to Walmart a few times and I just forget to get it. I get a lot of questions about where I get my fun foam. I do get it at Walmart. It's in the kids crafting section and it has adhesive on one side, which is what I really like. That way I don't have to add a ton of adhesive to the whole thing. And I've been loving this scrapbook.com double-sided tape lately. It's kind of like a score tape, very similar to a score tape. Very, very sticky. All right. Whenever you use it though, you want to just kind of make sure that you kind of rub your finger over it to make sure it's really stuck down, especially on foam tape. I don't know whether you guys have the same problem. It probably depends on all the adhesive that you use, but I have a horrible time with things sticking to foam tape. Like they stick, but they don't stick like they do to anything else. Especially, you know, you guys know I love my wet glue. I love my Tombow Mono Multi Glue. And I used to use it for fun foam, but I mean, it stuck, but it would take a long time to really set. And I'm not patient. Oh, that's not gonna work. Move that over a little. It's a little not centered, but it is what it is, right? I've never actually tried the Art Glitter Glue, believe it or not. I've heard wonderful things about it. I've just never actually tried it. I've always had the Tombow Mono Multi Glue because it's cheap, and I love it. For my sentiment, I'm just gonna put a not really a sentiment strip, but I guess just, I don't know, a sentiment on there. I'm gonna heat emboss it this time on the Nina Desert Storm. And I'm going to use 2 of the sentiments from the 3x4 stamp set. If I can stamp straight. It's alive. What are you going to do, right? Nothing has to be perfect when it's handmade. Going to use that same embossing powder. And this looks really good on craft cardstock or the Desert Storm cardstock too. All right, it's going to be noisy for a second again. See how that looks? Can you guys see that? I hope you guys can see this on camera because it is so pretty. All right, going to cut this down a little bit. And actually, I'm going to get my little mini trimmer I love my little mini trimmer for sentiments. Oh, I cut that real close. You can see the shine and shimmer. Good. It is pretty. All right, get my foam tape. And I also heard, for those of you who use Scotch foam tape, have you guys purchased it recently? Because I heard that they changed the formula and it's no good anymore. I haven't bought it in a long time, but... All right, see all that shimmer? So much shimmer. So I figured, and literally I just tried this on a scrap piece. I didn't know whether it was going to work for actually painting, but it did. And there's no warping. There's no, like, you know how sometimes when you add moisture to regular cardstock, you get that kind of like, that weird texture? It didn't do that. So it can hold quite a bit of moisture. No, it's not Arteza. It's from Amazon. I don't remember. Oh, it's X Fasten. The letter X and then Fasten. Fasten. It was like $10 for this huge, huge roll. It's very sticky. Very, very, very sticky. And the backing has a whole lot of static that ends up everywhere. But I like it. I mean, it works well and it's cheap. I'm just reading your comments. That's why I'm silent for a second. Yeah, I've heard that the 3M it did change. And that's sad because I've been using that for a long time. Hello, Karen. All right, now I'm going to try the same kind of technique with a stencil. Again, not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a whirl. All right, so I have another piece of that same pearl cardstock, but I had it piled and you can see that it kind of got, well, I damaged it. But it is what it is. All right, I'm going to tape this to the back of it so it doesn't move around too much. Actually, do I want to use pixie spray or do I want to, let me see. I think I'll use pixie spray just to make sure that it isn't going to go anywhere. All right, we're going to let that dry for a second. Have you guys used pixie spray? Because it is a lifesaver. My overhead filming setup. So I use a Archon mount, and I use, sometimes I use my phone to film. Sometimes I use a regular camera to film. Depends on what is charged and if I can do my voiceover here or if I have to do my voiceover someplace else. All right, so let's see. Did I clean that off? I think I cleaned that off already. So we are going to grab some more of that shimmer powder. And I know Renee did this on watercolor paper, but I want to see what it looks like here. Do you guys ever just go in your craft room and play? Like have no specific project in mind or anything? You just go in and play and get inky and get messy? That is what I was in the mood to do. So that is what we were doing. All right, so I'm just gonna, now I'm sure some of it is gonna seep underneath it, even though I do have this stuck down with pixie spray, I'm sure it's going to seep through, but we'll see. We're just playing. I know. I love to just come in here and play sometimes, especially like getting out old materials that I haven't used in a long time, or even new materials. Sometimes it's just fun to play. I don't always have time to do that, but it is definitely fun. So I figured if I want to just play, I may as well pop on the camera and chat with you guys while I do it. And sometimes it is a stress reliever for those of you who do YouTube or blogs or keep up with design teams or anything like that that may cause stress in crafting. Sometimes you have to allow yourself some time to just play and not have to worry about those projects that are due in the next day or two or whatever. Just allow yourself time to play, because you got to have fun with it. If you don't love it and it becomes a job, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a job. Hi, Amanda. Let me see. I don't know who asked about kits, but yes, there are kits left. There's not a whole lot of kits left. So if it's something that you're thinking about, I would do it somewhat soon. And just be sure that if you are a member of Create and Inspire, meaning you have the Be Inspired membership, which is $3.99 a month for the membership. That gives you all access to exclusive videos, exclusive blog posts, exclusive photos, a contest, a monthly class, all of that stuff. But those members will get 10% off the kit, which equals out to almost the membership price. So if you're a member and or even if you're looking to buy the kit, the best thing is to be a member, because you're pretty much getting the content for a couple of cents. Just make sure that you're logged in as the member, and you're going to go to the members tab and click on card kits. That will give you the discount price. You do not have to be a member to purchase the kit, but you'll just have to pay full price, and you can do that right from the home screen. Yeah, you got to do that. You definitely just have to play sometimes. Now I'm just giving this a minute to dry, because I know probably some of it did seep underneath the stencil. So I'm just giving this a minute to see how it turned out. It'll probably look a little messy, but nothing wrong with a little messy watercolor. I totally understood you. Our phones and tablets and all of that always autocorrect to something crafty. At least mine does. All right, so let's try to remove this and see what we have. Oh, it actually came out really good. It almost, and I know you guys aren't going to be able to see this, I had a few little areas that came up. I probably didn't spray enough pixie spray on it, but it almost gives it a dimensional look. I don't know whether you guys can even see that, but it almost looks like I used embossing paste, but it added like a real thin layer, because you can actually see the outline and it's raised up just a little bit. It has a really cool effect. All right, so what should we do with this? What shall we do? Any ideas? Let me add a little sentiment. And I don't know where my little acrylic blocks are, so we're going to use a big acrylic block. And what color should I do? Let me do I'm going to stamp this right down here. Oop. Definitely imperfection there. All right, and we have I'm gonna take some twine from the kit. And let me grab my Scotch tape. I'm not the greatest at tying bows, but I'm gonna try to tie a bow. We'll see how it turns out. But the card is already pretty much messed up because of the sentiment anyway, so I'm not gonna stress it. Let me catch up on comments here. For the hello and thank you. For the hello, friend. What hello and friend? Thank you. I'm not sure which one. Haircut yesterday. Whoa. I haven't gotten a haircut, hair dyed, nothing in many, 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 many months. Such a pretty font. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Oh, this. I don't offhand. I purchased fonts, so I'd have to go back and see what actually the name of them are, but I can get back to you on that. Oh yeah, that's a horrible bow. Horrible, horrible bow. I'm so bad with bows. Let me try to put adhesive underneath it, see if that will stick down. Yes, just remind me. Maybe send me a message either on Instagram or Facebook or email, because I'll forget. I'll instantly forget. My mind is not, you know, when you get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep for a week straight, you kind of start losing your brain cells a little bit. All right, I feel like this needs something, but we're gonna leave it as is. And let me bring out that other card. I like that one much better. All right, let me catch up on comments here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I know, my mom has my glue dots, so I can't use those. Oh, Tara, thanks. I'm horrible at bows. I'm horrible. Yeah, social distance style. Speaking of social distance style, I am going to plan another virtual event. Those of you who are part of the Facebook group, and if not, and you want to be part of the Facebook group, look up Handmade Happiness. Because there's a few Handmade Happinesses. The logo is kind of like I don't know. Those of you guys are in the group, I don't even remember what it looks like. Can you guys explain it? I know I've changed it a couple of times. It's kind of like a watercolor-y, not really watercolor-y. It's kind of like a Art Deco look. Just join that group, because that's where I'll be planning it. It'll be a virtual event. It'll be a 2-day event. I'm just kind of getting all the details together. And everything will be posted there. I'll certainly let you guys know about it also in the community section if you guys want to join the group or join the virtual events. But still working out the details. It'll be a couple of weeks at least before I announce it. But if you're interested, go ahead and join the Facebook group, because a lot of good stuff is over there. And it's not just from me. It's many, many people in this live chat right now are part of that group. I have not tried that technique with the twine. But now I'm going to have to look that up on YouTube when I'm done. My mom buys bows or steals them. It's the one, I think it's like, guys, help me out. Those of you who guys are in the group, the logo, is it pink and purple? I don't even remember. I didn't even make it that long ago. But I want to say it's pink and purple, and it's got like a circle. If send me a friend request, find me on Facebook, send me a friend request, and then I'll send you an invite to the group. Or you can look on my Facebook page. If you don't want to send me a friend request, you can look on my Facebook page and scroll down quite a bit, and you'll see a link to the group. Thank you, guys. Perfect. All right. Is it bad that I just made that logo like a week ago and I don't remember what it looks like? Yes, Diane, it does kind of look like that now that you mention it. It does. Well, Mom, you can't say that you buy bows when we know that that's not the truth. I didn't make a moderator because let me see. I can't now because my phone is mounted. So I don't even know if I can make anybody a moderator at this point. But she found it. I just saw it pop up on my iPad that she sent me a friend request, so we're good. Yeah, I know. And you know what? I go to bed thinking that I'm going to get a whole lot of sleep that night, and then my brain is just going. I was so excited to get those kits out to everyone. If you guys only knew. If you guys only knew the things that I've been through the last few weeks. I can say that other than the website, which is a huge thing, and the person who built my website is amazing. He's very helpful, and I had zero stress about that. It's just that everything else went wrong. For example, I'll tell you guys a funny story. So those of you who ordered the kit, many of you guys will have received 2 emails with 2 different tracking numbers because the first batch of labels that I printed, because this is my first go round with this, I printed them all wrong, and USPS charged me anyway and don't refund my money. And then I had to reprint them. So that's why some of you got 2 emails. Just go with the second one. Oh, Marge, she's already a member. Well, good. Just keep an eye out for those virtual events. The last virtual event that I did the last virtual event with Kiona. I don't know whether Kiona's in the chat. I know she was earlier. I'm not sure if she's still there. Kiona, the craft therapist, her and I did a whole weekend because we were going to have, or I was going to have, a in-person meetup in May, the first weekend in May, and obviously we had to cancel that or postpone it. It is not canceled, and I will not say that it's canceled. We are going to have that event. Oh, that's a good idea. The meditation apps. That's when I usually watch YouTube, and I think that's part of the reason why I can't fall asleep is because I get interested in something. So I always have to put, and this is probably the worst thing to watch when I try to fall asleep, is I put on true crime. Like a true crime story where I don't have to watch it. I can just kind of listen to it, but then I get those ideas in my mind, so that's not good either. Yeah, Olivia, definitely. I hope you can join. And the way the virtual meetups will go is you don't have to sign up for everything. You just sign up for individual events. There's different classes, there's different challenges with prizes, things like that. So it'll be a fun one. In person someday, Diane. I was going to tentatively reschedule the Caring Card Makers event for October. And I did make a poll over in the Facebook group to see kind of who would be comfortable with going in October and who wouldn't. And there was mixed reactions, and this was several weeks ago before this second spike happening. So it's not looking good for October, but I'm not totally ruling it out either. Oh, okay, Roberta. Yeah, they said they will, but it will take 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll be patiently waiting for my money. The next virtual event is probably going to be towards the end of the month next month. I haven't worked out all the details yet, so I'll be posting it in the group in the next couple of days. Yes, all kits that have been ordered up until I went on to this live have been shipped. Hazmat suits, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We're actually well, I can't say that we're safe in this area, but we are in a lot better shape than we were a month ago in this area. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be in the spring. I was hoping for fall, for especially those of you who guys haven't been to New York in the fall. It's very, very pretty. But, you know, I'd rather have everybody be safe. Yeah, I'm down for it if the numbers, especially in this area, kind of stay the way they are. But we have to make sure that everybody's comfortable doing. I know there's going to be a few people that aren't going to be comfortable, but you know, I just want a majority of the people to still be comfortable, especially for the people who already signed up for the event. They were going to be in Albany, New York. Oh, just outside of Albany, but like literally like 2 minutes outside of Albany. So, yeah, we were pretty much all set to go, and then the pandemic hit. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be spring the way things are looking. But we'll see. I don't want to set any specific date right now. Just kind of keeping options open at this point. And that's the best we can do pretty much with everything, not just this, but for everything. It's just a day by day. Yes, the virtual events were so fun. They were so fun. And we do give a little bit of time in between. So like say we'll have an event at like noon, and that will last an hour or two. And then the next one won't be till like 4 o'clock. So if you're using your phone or something and you need to charge up or just get some lunch or whatever the case may be, we do have a little bit of a break in between each one of the events, which is good because I usually have to set up from one, break down the one and set up for the next. My favorite part of the kit, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, this was obviously this is the first kit I've ever put together. The kits come out on the 5th. The kits are revealed on the 15th, and that's when they're available for purchase, and they start shipping on the 20th. And then anytime they're purchased after that, they'll ship pretty much right away. But they do start shipping on the 20th, and they are first come, first serve. I will switch over to the option to subscribe at some point, but it probably, I wanted to give it a few months just to kind of see what the numbers were, to make sure that I had enough kits for everybody who wanted to become a subscriber. But I know that the numbers are going to be a little skewed with Christmas coming up. Well, I mean, it's July, but when you're planning a few months ahead, you know, Christmas kits will come out in November and things like that. So those numbers will be skewed a little bit. So probably realistically, the subscription will be an option the first part of next year. So next month, next month's kit is already designed and all of that. And then September's kit will be, so any holiday is going to be the month before. So September's will be the Halloween kit. And October will be the fall themed Thanksgiving type kit. And then November will be the Christmas kit. So that way it will give you some time to work with it. Let me see. Schedule it on your birthday again. We could do that. We could do that. Yes. I have to say, like, it's hard for me to say because I'm not, I don't know. Like, okay, so this is the first, those of you who guys watch, obviously you guys watch my channel at least once or twice. If you guys have ever seen one of my scene building cards, you'll hear me say that I can't draw. And I still believe that that's the truth. I do. And that's why a lot of my scene cards are made with a ruler so I can just draw straight lines. I'm not a good artist like that. But I was determined to not purchase stock art, which you can do. I mean, a lot of stamp sets are stock art. You just go purchase the image and make it into a stamp set. I was determined not to do that. So these are hand drawn. It wasn't my, literally pencil to paper, hand drawn with a whole lot of eraser lines, eraser marks, because I can't draw. But, so I think as far as me being the designer of the kit, or I guess the one that put the kit together, I would have to say the stamp set is my favorite, just because it's like the first thing that I guess I'm like proud of that I drew. And it's really like, you can do anything with it. You can watercolor, you can Copic color. You don't even have to color. You can just heat emboss them. You can do something like this without even adding the extra shimmer. So I think it's good for all different styles. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Gwen. I have never been able to draw. I've had the ideas in my mind, but then when I actually pick up, and I think some of it is out of frustration. Like, I'm not an artist, like naturally, I don't naturally have that talent. So I can't just pick up a pencil and draw something amazing like some people in this world can do. So I'd get frustrated and I would just not even try. But when I actually sat down to draw the stamp sets, and all of them will be hand drawn. I will not purchase stock art, but or stock images, whatever you call them. Nothing wrong with it. I just want it to be completely original. I was determined, and it worked. I think it worked anyway. I hope it worked. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. Oh, mixed media them. Yes, mixed media. I'm so obsessed with watching mixed media. I'm horrible at it. At least in my eyes, I'm horrible at it. But I love watching you guys make mixed media. I love to see your projects, and I want to be able to do this so bad. So any of you guys who do mixed media, who are coming to the event, when we have the event, I need to sit with you and I need you to help me. Yeah, he just plain heat embossing them. I think they're really pretty, just heat embossed. Yes. Yes, I did. For Scrapping for Less, I did design that. That was a small stamp set. I think it was a 3x4 stamp set. And that was the first time, but I didn't actually go into like the manufacturing of that. I basically just submitted my design over to Teresa and she handled the rest. So I've always respected them, but I have a whole new level of respect for any stamp company owner. Cause it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Thank you guys so much. Make a stamp from one of the flowers in your garden. I can give it a whirl. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's my dad. Hi, Dad. I can tell when you see hi, Cork. My dad has called me Cork or Corky my whole life. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to have to all share everything. Yeah, I know, Mom. I know that was Dad. You guys are definitely going to have to share your work. You can, if you're not comfortable sharing on social media, you don't have to do that. But please, 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 please email me pictures of your cards or your projects, because I think that is the most exciting part for me, is to see what you guys are going to create with it. I'm so excited to see what you guys create with it. That is by far going to be the best feeling in the world. Can you submit? Monica. Yes. Working on something to make this a little, you guys know, for those of you who don't know what Create and Inspire is, aside from the card kit, Create and Inspire is an online publication, but it is more or less a way to give everybody who wants an opportunity. Holy moly, Jennifer, that was a quick flight. Oh my gosh. But it gives everybody an opportunity to share. So if somebody wants to make a video, and it will be on the website. If you want to create a project with a blog post or a written tutorial, you will be featured on there. All you have to do is tell me, and you will be on there. There's no application process. There is no wondering if you're good enough or wonder if you have enough experience. None of that matters. So I wanted to create something because I talk to a lot of you guys one-on-one, or at least in small groups, and I know what your frustrations are because I've felt them too, and at different times. And I know what it's like to be overlooked for different opportunities, or not recognized for a great project you made, or by hitting one of your milestones on social media, or whatever the case may be. I know what that feels like, and I know how you guys feel because you guys have told me. So I wanted to give you, everybody who wanted it, a platform to really be featured. So that is what Create and Inspire, that's kind of why it was created. So in order to incorporate you guys even more, there will be changes. I don't want to say changes to the kit, because it's still going to be a kit, and it's still going to be having lots and lots of things in there for you guys to play with. But this is month 1. So once it's established a little bit, and I don't mean I want to get rich off of this. I don't expect to get rich off of this. I don't. But established as far as the numbers go. Like, I'm consistently selling this many kits. This is how many I know I'm going to need. This is my budget. I'm going to start bringing some people in for, I guess you could say, inspiration, to kind of have their touch on the kit, or at least one aspect of the kit. And obviously I can only pick one person a month, but anybody who wants that opportunity, again, just email me. If you're not going to necessarily hear back from me immediately, but I kind of just go through the list every month and pick however many people I can pick for that month. And some of you have been featured on the website already. So I'm not going to leave you out. It's just I can't get to everybody month after month. Okay. Text me. Because I'm trying to remember if you use your phone to record and if you have an iPhone. But you have my number, so just text me. She actually lives local to me. Well, somewhat local. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, I'd be losing my mind. I hate flying. And when you say you've taken off 3 times in one day, not happening for me. That's the scariest part for me. No, not going to do it. I'm already thinking how I can drive to Creativation from New York to Phoenix. Yeah, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. I'll always remember you guys. You guys are on this journey with me. Exactly. It doesn't matter. I mean, even if you just started crafting last week. Because you're going to inspire somebody. That's the whole point. You don't have to be, you know, a crafter for 20 years or been on YouTube for 10, you know, whatever. You don't have to do that. You have to inspire people. And especially newer crafters, I feel like they are in a position to inspire people even more. Because we all get in a state where we lose our mojo sometimes. And sometimes it's good to get back to the basics, back to the very beginning of what we learned when we first started card making. And we can have a lot of fun with it, but we forget that sometimes. Oh, I love you, Roberta. Yeah, it's horrible when you lose your mojo and you feel like your creativity is just gone. I promise you, it's still in there. It's just sometimes you got to either walk away or just get out the messiest supplies that you have. And I'm telling you, get out the messiest inks, the messiest paints, the water, the sparkle, everything that makes a mess, make a mess with no project in mind, nothing. You have no vision. You just sit down and play with the messiest stuff that you can find. And I promise you, you'll probably make something pretty amazing, but you'll also remember that how much fun it is to be creative, and you'll get that mojo right back. Oh, Tara, you're so sweet. Oh, yeah, things are going to go back to normal as far as the YouTube channel goes. I know that I've been a little bit sporadic a little lately, and that's just because A, I haven't had the room, and B, I haven't had the time. But starting this week, it's going back to normal. I got a kit, the Simon Says stamp kit, and nothing is going to change as far as content on my YouTube channel. It's been a little bit slow lately, but nothing's going to change. I'm still going to use other products because I love all the other companies. I still love the Simon Says stamp card kit, and I am going to use it month after month after month after month, regardless if I have my own kit. It's just, I'm still going to show what I love on this channel. This is going to be, yes, you are going to see a video every month from the Create and Inspire kit, but you're also going to get a whole lot of other videos from all the other products that I love. Monstrosity. Well, does anybody else have any questions or anything that they want to chat about? Oh, Melissa, thank you. So, for those of you who joined in late, if you want to be featured on Create and Inspire, number one, you do not have to be a paid member of the website to be featured. You can email me. Just email me with the subject line inspiration or something like that, and let me know what you do. Let me know if you want to make a video. Let me know if you just want to do a blog post. Let me know if you want to submit a photo, whatever the case may be. Just email me. You will be put on on the list. There's already a list going, so don't feel bad or don't think that I'm not responding back to you if I don't get back to you next month, but you will be contacted. So email me if you want to be featured. If you are interested in the card kit, make sure that you head over to the website and get that pretty soon because they are going pretty quickly. More than half are gone. So if you are a member, make sure that you're logged in. You go under the members tab, click card kit so that you get your 10% discount. If you are not a member, just go to the homepage, click on the card kit, and you can purchase it right from there. Shipping is automatically calculated. So depending on where you live, I have it linked up to the post office or postal service or whatever you want to call it, and they automatically do it. Individual products. If you don't want the whole kit, there are going to be some individual products available as of tonight in just a little while. So, and that will be available to everyone. You don't have to be a member. So you can get this stamp set. You can get this stamp set. You can get both stamp sets together and get couple dollars off, or both of the stencils. One that I used tonight and one is the cloud border and grass border. And those two are sold together. So, I used the masking fluid. You do have to make sure it's completely dry, and don't add too much pressure when you're removing it because it will rip your paper. It works great on watercolor paper, but you want to use something thick. You don't want to use like a 65-pound cardstock from Michaels. It will probably rip it. You want to use a quality cardstock, but yeah, I really like it. All right, got two, one for me and one is a gift. Oh, good. Oh, thanks, Gwen. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and log out. Go ahead and check. If you are interested in individual items, just check the website. I'm gonna hop on right now and add those items in. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me. If you are interested in being featured, please let me know. The masking fluid, depending on how thick you put it on. The first time I used it, I put it on real thick and it took like 20 minutes to dry. You don't need to add a thick layer of it, but you'll know when it's dry because it will turn clear. And that's what I really like about it. And it goes on white and dries clear, so you know when it's dry. I would say if you put a thin layer, maybe 5 minutes or so. Yeah, it does change color. So I'll try. createandinspire.com. It should be in the description box if you have a hard time finding it, but just remember that you're spelling Inkspire, I-N-K, Spire. No problem, guys. All right, well, you guys have a good night, and I hope to jump on a live in the next couple of weeks again with you guys to chat. But otherwise, I will catch you on the next video, which will be very soon. Have a good night, guys.